Hey, to whoever may need this nugget of encouragement, things will be alright, so quit your worrying. I get it, the odds seem stacked back against the wall, but even consider it such, know you'll stand tall. Sat and watched from the sidelines, one too many times. Wicked games to play, make me wanna lose my mind. Found solitude, knowing it'll be over soon. Ever need a boost, count on me for the 1-2. Trouble don't last when the tough get going. Baby, all we do is win, so show me my opponent. Adversity, doubt, stress, could care less, cause how we handle those like an S on our chest. Super proud of how we held it down on the way up. Can't wait for our day to ball, this is a layup. Nobody ever said this would be easy, but trust when I say that you got it. I know you've been looking for a breakthrough, trying our best to make do. Every day is something new, but change gon' come, oh yes it's true. Brighter days are straight ahead, follow me, won't be.
And the series pretty much takes place because how you can own real estate by using an app, something like Uber or DoorDash. Now, I'll be more specific. The money you make owning real estate, anywhere from 50, 60, 80, 100 bucks, 200, something like that. And one way you could use that is by using the county land banks. If you could use a county land bank, you could pick up property for sometimes $50, $60. Now, there are some others, governmentseizure.com. That's more, there's a couple of fees on top of that. And there are other ways of getting it for dirt cheap as well, like using, of course, tax sales, county tax sales, sheriff sales, whatever you want to call them. There are also those ways, and then there's tax liens. The way that I use and invest that I found that works for me are county land banks. What county land banks are pretty much when the tax sale's over, a lot of times they go on surplus, right? Or basically what they call OTCs, surplus, whatever. Well, there are some communities that will take those and say, hey, we need to fix these up. And we're not talking about like a Dallas, Texas, or a Los Angeles. Although Chicago, Cook County has one. Understand you have to, each county is different though. So you have places like Dayton, Ohio, Syracuse, New York, Carlisle, Pennsylvania, Savannah, Georgia, Birmingham, Alabama. You have a ton of different places that have these county land banks that basically, when they don't sell on the tax auction, they take those properties and for a very small amount, and they try to sell them back at a super discounted price. Now, they do have their certain rules because their ultimate goal is to get these back on the tax books. Any means necessary for a lot of them. And there are some. This is where I feel the value comes in play. Because unlike a tax auction or unlike any other thing, with a county land bank, they have specific rules of getting people into their thing. For instance, there are some that will offer you a land contract for houses to get in. You have to look. There's some that will say you only need to put down, let's say it's 200 bucks for this plot. Okay, cool. Well, you only need to give us 10% now and then give us the other 90% within a 3-year period. There are some of them that say you don't have to pay taxes on it once you buy it within the first 2 years. There's all sorts. Some of the more popular ones are like the Detroit Land Bank. That one has some value in it. I do know Calvin on YouTube actually been killing it as far as land banks. But if you want something that you can basically do a side gig and get a property, not, hey, you could use a credit card with a small limit. No. No credit involved. No credit involved. Zero credit. I know there's a lot of people that go with the notion of using other people's money to make you money. And that's great. That's cool. That's not necessarily what this method involves. You do Uber or DoorDash, or you could work overtime, something that's pliable to you, to where you can make an extra 60, 70, upwards of an extra $80 a week. Again, also, I try to get it so low where, because of the thing of savings as well. When people try to save, some people could do it. Sometimes things happen. You try to save, you do Uber, your car breaks down. Well, it's gonna take that savings. So you need a smaller barrier of entry to get in. That's why I found these land banks. Now, here's the thing about the land banks. You have to do the work. What I mean is, you have to study each and every county that you want to invest in, because each and every county has their own set of rules. Just like every state has their set of rules. It's like, it's not all one rule. They all have different rules. A county here in the same place will have different rules than a county over here. Some counties wouldn't even let you buy property if you don't live there. Otherwise, some counties would make you pay more if you're out of state, out of city, a lot of those things. But if you can be very creative, and this is where creativity and work comes into play in lieu of the money. If you're not trying to get a mortgage and lay it on there, that's the easy way. Just sign your name and you'll be good. This isn't the way for you. This way, you have to study each county and their land banks. And community network, you could just go Google and just go county land banks. And then community network will be one of the first things that pop up. And then you click on that and it shows you land banks that are registered all over the United States, all over. Hell, I think even Puerto Rico has one, weirdly enough. So that's pretty cool. But this is where you get the value in these things, because when you study and you look and there's a place you want to go, a lot of these places can give you vacant lots for $50 to $60, $30, even upwards of $100, $110 in these communities like Syracuse, New York, sometimes Detroit, Lansing, Michigan, Eugene, Oregon, Birmingham, Alabama. There's a lot of sort of places. So when you look at these and you study each county and read the rules, trust me, the next day you got to understand, when you do invest in these things, once you get your money and you put it in, you have to basically wait. There are counties you have to wait. They're going to take a long time. Some of them you'll put in an application and it takes 3 to 4 months for them to even get back to you. That's fine. So a lot of this, if you notice that you're taking more of your time and being creative with your investment strategies rather than just simply throwing a bunch of money at the situation. Houses. There's plenty of houses, plenty of properties. There's commercial properties. There's industrial properties. There's agricultural. Some of the ideas you got to generate as well when you do this land bank thing is you have to be very creative. For instance, you can buy a county land bank a property that has a billboard on it that you can repurpose and make rent that way. There's a lot of vacant lots. You can actually put mobile homes or tiny homes on these things. You can partner if you want to, or not. You can basically put a shed on one of them and you could rent those out. You can do a lot of different things, but you have to be creative. There are a ton of ideas. You can buy a piece of land and basically sell it to the person next to them for a significant amount. You can actually buy land, a vacant lot. I've done this one time where you can buy a vacant lot and you can actually get on, like, you know how they have We Buy cars, We Buy houses? They have We Buy land. Get on there, post the stuff, and then investors would lowball you for like, we'll offer you $2,500 for this when it could be worth $10,000, but you bought it for $100. Yeah. So there's a lot of things you could do with this information, but you have to study at the county that you're looking to invest in. A good part about this is people who like it mixes a bunch of like virtual wholesaling, a little bit of property man. It mixes a lot of different real estate elements. But when you do that, it can be a great way for you to get into real estate for basically what you could use Uber with. So if you want to learn more, I'll try to put out more videos. Hit me up, see what's up. As you can see, somebody's pulling up. So yeah, I'll try to put out more videos. We'll see what's up, okay? All right.